Designed with the driver in mind, the all-new Mazda CX-90 is the perfect blend of high-performance appearance and world-class refinement. Right now, get 0.9% financing on the all-new CX-90 at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer. Team Mazda, a member of the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to 9 News Now here on WAFB+.
What's your favorite? We were just talking about eggs. What's your favorite kind of eggs?
Sunny side up.
Sunny. Okay, my grandma called them like dipping eggs.
Yeah,
like dipping eggs, that kind of thing. I think I'm probably there too, but I mean, can't go wrong with a good scramble. I like the old Reezy. I mean, I guess whatever's in front of me.
That's it.
You're more of a sunny side up?
Talking to our producer.
Scramble.
Yeah.
Senior producer,
All right.
Stacy over there. All right, so guys, on what is for some a rainy day here in South Louisiana, I guess take your eggs any way you want them, huh?
Yeah, Matt, we could certainly use the rain. The story this morning has been, it's been a little too much of a good thing in and around Hammond. For many of us, though, things are settling down this morning. Still some heavier downpours on the west and southwest side of Hammond near Ponchatoula down through Killian. A heavier storm east of I-55 here in Tangipahoa Parish, east of Independence and Amite. There is still a flash flood warning in effect around Hammond for about another hour and 45 minutes through 8:45. We've seen some weather stations reporting 4 to 6 inches of rain overnight. This is the estimate. Where you get into green, that's at least 2 inches. There's some pockets of yellow, so we've got some estimates of 3 to 4, but again, I found some weather stations showing 4 to 6 inches. Some of those higher totals have been fairly close to the southeastern campus, so just check on things before you head to campus this morning. We have not heard of any issues over there at Southeastern, but not a bad idea to check before you head that way. Around Baton Rouge, we are mainly dry, some light showers showing up out to our west. We've had some downpours in St. Mary Parish. Those are starting to let up. Still some showers in Assumption right around Napoleonville as well. It's a warm, humid start. Baton Rouge 77 degrees, Hammond 72, Patterson right now at 75. So these rains starting to break up this morning. A bit of a lull maybe the next few hours, but I think we'll see some additional showers and storms this afternoon. Cloud cover, better rain chance. It's helping to keep our highs for many of us in the upper 80s. So here's what our futurecast shows going forward through the morning. 9 o'clock, still showing a few of those showers hanging on. Lunchtime, it's got it a bit quieter. Now into the afternoon. Here we are at 2:30. And now we'll pause again at 5 o'clock, showing scattered showers, a few storms. I think we might see a little more than what the model shows here. I'm going to go with pretty good rain chances this afternoon, so that's why I say keep that umbrella handy. Updating the tropics, there's an upper low spinning near the Yucatan this morning. Some thunderstorm activity east of it. We're going to keep an eye on this in the days ahead. It's likely to stay to our south. Development odds right now look to be pretty low. Just something to watch. This is Tropical Storm Philippe over the open Atlantic, should remain over the open Atlantic. There is another wave behind it that's given an 80% chance of development, and that little feature near the Yucatan I was telling you about, only a 10% chance. So right now, still looks like the news in the tropics for our part of the world, we're doing okay. So good rain chances today, still pretty good chances tomorrow on the order of 50%. So hopefully some drought relief for many of us the next couple of days, but the second half of the week, we start trending drier again with that highs return to the low 90s by the weekend. We're dry. October gets underway Sunday. Still no signs of fall temperatures as highs in the low 90s continue well into next week. Time now is 7:06 with an update on your first alert traffic. Here's Johnny.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Take you right on out to the map and widen our shot. Show you where some of your rain shower activity remains this morning. So we're not getting really wet in Denham Springs or from the Denham to Baton Rouge run. This is right past the Amite River Bridge. This is O'Neill Lane, solid between O'Neill and Millerville, and then it does break up some. Had a crash near College Drive earlier on I-10 West. That's no longer an issue. We definitely have some slower traffic on I-12 as you approach Essen Lane and certainly approach the 10-12 merge. Bridge traffic is slowing down coming in from Port Allen. That would be I-10 eastbound. All in all, not a bad morning drive this morning. Slow it down in the school zones, especially in areas of some shower activity. Well, we do this every single morning. We regroup and recap the most important headlines for the morning show you might have missed right before you leave the house, and we do it in a little condensed form from Studio B. And over there right now, Liz Coe and Matt Williams.
Johnny Asian, thank you. Let's start with the big news that you need to know right now. If you're getting ready to go to class today, If you are getting ready for class today, just know that LSU is delaying classes until 10 a.m. today.
So yeah, that's kind of an issue for a lot of folks as they get going on a Monday morning here. The headline from them is saying power outage. Not sure just why, but they are saying they will be updating us even more about 8 o'clock this morning on exactly what was going on. But for the entire LSU community, no, the classes are going to be late until 10 o'clock this morning.
We'll let you know what comes out of that update and keep you posted here. We're also tracking some national headlines here where a tentative deal has been reached for the writer's strike. That just means here they're still kind of working out the terms of this agreement here. They're still trying to figure out exactly, making sure everyone is on board with this, but that's not it. No,
that looks to be done. Now the actors' strike looks like obviously that's still going on, and they're telling the Writers Guild for some of those striking writers to actually join the picket line for the actors as well. So as the Writers Guild maybe comes to some kind of conclusion here, the actors' strike continues to move on and go forward. So we'll continue to talk about that. Obviously, it's not the only strike going on. You have the United Auto Workers strike going on. So from one strike to another, there's a lot of issues to deal with.
All right, we're also tracking this. Could the government shutdown impact lots of folks? Well, lots of federal agencies are already preparing for the end of this week. If Congress can't come up with a tentative deal here, non-essential workers, they're already beginning that process of making sure that they don't show up next week.
So we've gone through this before a number of times over the last number of years. This is not the first time that this has kind of been threatened. It wouldn't be the first time that this has happened. Nobody wants to see it happen. Can actual conversations lead to anything? Over the last little bit, I mean, it looks like a very uphill battle right now.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, with that deadline looming, we'll see if these conversations lead to anything, or we get to that deadline and it's shutting down the government time.
Lot to follow in national headlines. Hey, heads up here, right? We've been talking about COVID-19.
Yes.
Starting today, you can order those free 4 at-home COVID tests. The government relaunching this program here as we enter into the fall, the cooler temperatures nationwide. So they want to make sure you're equipped to test. If you start feeling the onset of symptoms here, there's a website where you can do that.
COVID.gov, the one to know, and you can get 4 free tests per request, right? They also say, is it the $50? Where do you get the free $50 for the vaccine? That's the vaccine, right?
Yes.
So depending on where you're going, and maybe as you get the vaccine, you can get a flu shot, an RSV, and the COVID vaccine. Depending on where you're going, you can get a free $50 for that COVID vaccine as well. But this is for the test, COVID.gov. Get you all hooked up.
Okay, before we get to this, we just wanted to make a quick mention here. Earlier, we told you that LSU is delaying school today.
Yes.
Well, we've actually found out that the LSU lab school, right? So we're talking like the K through high school. They've actually canceled classes for today. So heads up, not the university.
Not the university.
It's the K through 12 lab school that's already gone ahead and just canceled school today.
Just making that jump out there real quick before those buses really kind of get crazy and moms and dads have to make the move. So there you go. Want to let you know this is going on today. Community honoring the 2023 homicide victims during a vigil. It's actually kind of a national thing, this particular day.
September 25th, meant to honor homicide victims and remember them and the impact for their families. So today there's actually going to be kind of like a remembrance ceremony from 6 to 7 p.m. there at Expressway Park. That's right there, kind of like 11th Street, South 11th Street. Yeah, so to remember any homicide victims in the area, if you'd like to participate, well, they just would like you to show up today.
It's an easy thing to be a part of and maybe show a little bit of love for the families out there. Okay, so that's going on. This conversation going on as well, and seemingly has been for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. The Baton Rouge area needs another bridge. Where are the conversations now? Actually, we know where one conversation is today.
That's it. So we know that the site location proposed in 3 different areas in Iberville Parish. So today, the organization tasked with kind of narrowing that down, they're meeting at the Iberville Council chambers at 2 o'clock today. They want you to weigh in on the discussions, right? Where do you think the bridge should be, and what is the most important thing that you think should be priority as they narrow it down to one location?
At this point, I think you got drivers around here who just be like, I don't care where, just put a flotilla of barges out there. Let me get across the river some other way. It's been a long time, and this is just the next conversation. Callie was talking about this morning. You can find her full story right there.
Yes.
A few other things going on. Press Club today, it's all about some elections around the corner. We got candidates for state treasurer today.
Kicking off one of 3 different forums for elections across the state. So today, if you'd like to attend this meeting, 11:30 at Drusilla's Seafood and Catering. Remember that this is for Press Club members, but if you'd like to attend, you can't ask questions, but you can attend the meal to hear what they have to say.
There you go. Also today, you can actually check out a little bit about what the Mayor President of East Baton Rouge has to say about projects in our area. But you got to get up to the Pride Cheneyville area.
6 to 7 tonight. She's got those updates for you if you'd like to attend.
All the projects going on. Need to let you know about this as well. The Salvation Army Angel Tree Program, you can begin to apply for that now.
Yeah, if you'd like to attend, you remember you've got to bring your photo ID, your proof of address, birth certificate for each child you're registering so you can participate and receive a gift this Christmas.
This would be a good gift. Mother of pearl.
Yes, it
Nobody
is.
won over the weekend.
No, so $785 million up for stakes. What is it? $367 million cash payout if you win.
Yeah, well, let me see. There you
Look
go.
at that.
367 million cash payout. This is the tick, 14 hours, 4 days, whatever. $785 million. That is
It's a lot of money.
Big check.
To do a lot of good for you and your family and
kidding.
beyond.
All right, so all that's going on. To recap, again, that top story for you this morning, just coming into the newsroom. The entire LSU community impacted by a power outage out there. Delayed classes for the university until 10 o'clock. We expect an update at 8 o'clock this morning. But then an entire cancellation for one school.
Yeah, the LSU lab schools. So we're talking the K through high school. They've just gone ahead and canceled class for today. So we'll keep you posted on any updates on the university side. But as Matt mentioned, at university delaying classes, and then the elementary, middle, high schools already going ahead and just canceling for the day.
We're not quite sure what caused the power outage. But I tell you what, Steve, as you look at the line of storms crossing through places like Hammond, you wouldn't be surprised to see power outages over there.
Yeah, there's certainly been some issues with street flooding in and around Hammond, closer to Ponchatoula. The good news is those rains are letting up, so I haven't gotten any updates lately on any potential flooding. I would suspect, though, whatever has happened this morning, those waters are probably starting to recede. Things should be improving in that area, but if you do have somebody, kid, or if you're somebody who goes to Southeastern, you're headed that way, maybe just check ahead before you go. But I think for the most part, Johnny, we're doing okay.
Yeah, I've been over there when it's rained on campus, and the puddling of water on the streets recedes pretty quickly when the rain stops, so you should be okay.
All right.
Go Lions.
Oh, that's it. Hopefully they're getting back to it today. No problems as the rain moves through the area. We're keeping an eye on all of the things and how those line of storms are impacting our viewers.
Again, we could all use some of the rain, just don't want it all at one time. So I tell you what, we're going to be with you again in another 10 minutes, getting you updated on the very latest from South Louisiana, including the very latest here. As we learn about it, you'll learn about it as well. See you in 10 minutes.
The winning play is the buy here.